In this example, we're given a right triangle, and one of the acute angles of that right triangle has a measure of 53 degrees. We also know that the side of the triangle that's next to that angle has a measure of x, and that the side opposite the triangle has a length of 25, and the hypotenuse is unknown. We want to find the approximate value of x. So to do that, we want to first just go ahead and identify, maybe even label the sides of the triangle, thinking opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse, so that we can determine which trig function we need to use here. So from the 53-degree angle, x is the adjacent side, and 25 is the opposite side. And again, we don't know the hypotenuse. So which trig function do we use if we are trying to relate the opposite side and the adjacent side? We want to use tangent. Okay, so in general, our tangent of some angle theta, some acute angle theta, is equal to the opposite side divided by the adjacent side. And so in this case, let's go ahead and put our values in there. We know theta is 53 degrees, so we'll have the tangent of 53 degrees. We know the length of the opposite side is 25, and the length of the adjacent side is x. So tangent of 53 degrees is equal to 25 over x. That's the equation that we have, and we just need to solve it for x. So to do that, we could first multiply both sides by an x. And the reason we do that is because we have an x here in the denominator, and that's going to cancel when we multiply both sides by another x. And so now we have x times the tangent of 53 degrees is equal to 25. And then the next step is to divide both sides by the tangent of 53 degrees. And again, doing so cancels the tangents and it isolates the x. So we have x is equal to 25 divided by the tangent of 53 degrees. And that is the exact answer. But again, in this case, we want to go ahead and find an approximate answer for this. So we could use a calculator if we wanted to, and just for this example, I'm going to go ahead and switch over and use Desmos. So at desmos.com, I'm going to go ahead and start the graphing calculator. And then in the entry space over on the left side, I can just type in my equation, which was 25 divided by the tangent of 53. Now there's no degree symbol when we use Desmos, so we need to set what unit we're using here. So right now it's computing the tangent, it's computing 25 divided by the tangent of 53 is equal to a negative 57, which obviously doesn't make sense. We can't have a ratio that's negative here. We want to, and we can't have the length of a side that's negative. So that doesn't make sense. So that kind of is an indicator that we're in the wrong mode. So if we go over to this little wrench, it lets us change the settings. And if we notice, yes, by default, Desmos is set to use radians. So when we computed 25 divided by the tangent of 53, it is treating that 53 as a radian measure. And so I want to switch that radians to degrees. So just click on it. And notice it already changed our answer. It is now computing 25 divided by the tangent of 53 degrees. And it tells us that that is 18.8388 and so forth. All right, and so let's just keep two decimals. So we have that x is approximately 18.84.